Good morning. It is, I don't even know what day it is. I'm too still asleep. But it is morning. That's what I know. And it is time to walk my dog and slowly wake up. So, welcome to the vlog and let's go walk my dog. I just started reading a new book. It is Ruth Ware's new release, 0 Days. And I'm literally on like page 5 or something like that. So I just started. I don't know if I like it yet, but I bet I will because Ruth Ware is really good. She's really good at doing thrillers and really like coming up with endings you don't see coming. And I try to guess the endings. Like I really pay attention and try to figure out where she's going with the plot, and I never see it coming. So I'm very excited to read this. And I also just finished a book called Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. It is so good. It is so good. I will not shut up about it. I talk to everyone who will listen about this book. I'm so glad my cousin put me on it. Oh, a snail. Cool. Oh my god, my brain. Okay, so anyways, all this to say, I have a Bookstagram and I will link it in the description below if you want to follow my Bookstagram, or if you're into books at all, if you want to know more about what I'm reading, what's good. I will sometimes post, I think, some book related videos on here if that's something that's interesting to you. In fact, comment below if you are interested in knowing about like books I recommend, books I've been reading, book reviews, anything about books in general. And I will include that in my channel every now and then because I don't read a lot. I am very busy, but I read a decent amount. So all that to say, you can follow my Bookstagram if you're into books. And if you do follow my Bookstagram, comment that you're from YouTube and I will follow you back because that would be exciting to know. Oh my god, my dog is pulling me. Okay, I'm more awake now. We have walked the dog. I'm back home and it's time to do my makeup. I have to film a TikTok because I've been doing a series on TikTok that is doing a different eyeshadow look every day until I run out of ideas. So I'm gonna film that now and then I'm gonna start my day for real with like a cup of coffee and all that. Actually, you know what? Let's start with coffee first. Okay, so I'm gonna make myself an iced coffee. I have my instant coffee here that is hot, and I have these ice balls, and I'm gonna put these in. It's hard to do this with one hand. I think I need about 3 ice balls. Maybe I'll go in with a 4th. I love this little thing. I got it from Amazon so that I can get ice balls. Now I'm gonna go and pour in my coffee on top. So that should cool down. And I'm just gonna put this away. This is a very old fridge. It's not dirty, it's just rusty. I'm gonna put in some oat milk. I forgot to put in sugar. And I should have done that before it got cold. Okay, so we're gonna use some Starbucks sweetener. Look at that, it's leaking all over my fridge. I hate this thing. It's very hard to do this with one hand. How do vloggers do this? Pour in some of that. That's probably a lot, honestly. And now I'm gonna put in a little bit of milk. Plain milk. There we go. So now I have my iced coffee looking scrumdiddlyumptious. Let's get a straw. Please don't judge the state of my kitchen. Okay, so I have done quite a few things since the last time I checked in with you guys, because they were all things that required my phone, and that is what I'm using to record. Audie, what are you grumbling at? So I'm gonna touch up my makeup a little bit because I rubbed off quite a bit on my chin. I'm gonna go with foundation instead of concealer. So cute. And I'm just gonna touch this up a little bit because I do have to film a video for TikTok. And yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna be up to the rest of my evening. I haven't been doing much other than work and reading because I've been really into the book that I'm reading. Okay, so I've touched up with a little bit of foundation on my chin. Now to touch up the eye look, that is actually gonna be a TikTok video that I'm gonna do. Actually, am I gonna do that? So I'm just gonna touch up my eyeshadow. I do have a couple things that I could return to the store that are in need of being taken care of. I need to get new curtains, and I bought new curtains, but they're the wrong size. They're too long, so I have to bring those back and exchange them for shorter ones. And at the same time, I was thinking of maybe stopping at Indigo because I need a mouse pad, I need pens, I need to sniff a couple good new books. I love getting a good whiff of new book in the bookstore. If that's weird, well, judge me all you want. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that, and that's gonna have to require me to check in with my parents and see what they're doing for supper so that I can see if I can kind of join them for supper. Hey, Audie, do you wanna go see your grandparents? So I'm gonna do that and update you as soon as I'm done figuring out what I'm doing for the evening. Usually what I do is I work on my UGC, but I really do need a break. I'm starting to feel a little burnt out, so I am taking the evening off of UGC. I am not working on my side hustle. I need time for myself. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't like the mouse pad that they had. I changed my mind. So I left it behind and I only got the pens. I didn't take a bag because it just seemed wasteful to take a bag just for pens. And instead I'm gonna look for a mouse pad at Bureau en Gros or something, you know, like an office supply store. So that's it for the errands. I've switched my curtains. I didn't even say that I was going to run errands before. Before going to my parents, I decided to run some errands real quick. And I have done that now. I have exchanged my curtains. I got the right size, I hope. And I have picked up some pens because I have just run out. So, and of course I got them at Indigo because Indigo just has cute office supplies. Like, I knew I could go to an office supply store and get like Bic pens and plain mouse pad, but I was hoping that they would have something cute. They did not. Oh well, that's okay. So now we're gonna head over to my parents' house because I want to spend some time with my grandmother. I'm gonna have supper with her. Right, Audie? Audie's happy that he went into the stores with me. He's all excited. I'm all tangled. So yeah, we're gonna go do that now. Audie, what are you doing? You found a stick? You found a stick? Oh my God, look at the mess. My parents are currently building a pond in their backyard. Those are the stones that are going to be part of the waterfall. I don't know what's going on here, but just disregard that. Look at the beautiful puppy. I have been sent on another errand. My grandmother needed me to go get something from the bank for her. Something from the bank. What do you get at the bank? You get money. She needed me to pull out some money for her at the bank. So I went to walk the dog in my parents' neighborhood all the way to the bank where I could get some money for her. And I'm practicing my vlogging while walking in public skills, because that is a skill and it is very difficult, especially when you feel like people are watching you. It's not very easy. So I'm sorry if it's a little shaky. I'm not very stable with the dog pulling me left, right, and center. Today was a good day, but I want to talk about something. I want to talk about loneliness, because it's something that affects all of us at one point in our lives. And, you know, as a single woman, I obviously, you know, have my fair share of, you know, feeling alone sometimes. And especially as someone who now lives alone. I've lived alone before, but it was in a much better area, a very populated area, right next to like a really busy shopping center and everything. So I didn't feel very alone, and I made friends really quickly with neighbors and stuff. But now I'm living alone again, because me and my roommate, our dogs are not compatible anymore. So we had to split ways. Amicably. It's not like things didn't work out. She was a great roommate. But now I'm living alone again, and part of the reason why I wanted to get out of the house this evening was because I was feeling really lonely, I think is the word. Because, you know, the house is just empty. There's just me and the dog. It's quiet, other than work. You know, like I didn't want to continue working this evening because I needed to take a little break from my UGC stuff. But, you know, that means that I have to do, you know, something else. I'm not busy, so I have to occupy my time. And I realized, you know, like I hadn't spoken to anyone all day because I work from home. But, you know, when I go to walk my dog in the morning, I don't cross paths with anyone. It's a very small town and like kind of like a dead zone of town. And then I take my dog to the dog park and I don't run into anyone there. And it just gets really weird and really empty feeling. So I just wanted to talk about it a little bit in case you feel that way too sometimes, so that you know that you're not alone. And I guess to normalize it, to say, look, this is something that we go through as adults who are making their way through life on their own. We are awesome because we're independent and we're strong and we don't need someone. But hey, being completely alone all the time, that's not the goal either. So it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know how to navigate it yet, other than, you know, making plans with my grandmother for supper, going out, doing stuff when I feel that feeling. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I haven't figured out anything else other than that. Audie. I guess the solution is not to make it stop happening, because it probably is not something that just stops happening. We're social beings, we have social needs, and as long as I'm constantly alone, I'm gonna keep feeling that feeling. So it's just to know, I think it's just to know what to do when the feeling comes up. So I don't know if that helps anyone, but you know, if you're also living on your own, if you're also an independent single lady, then maybe that's good to know. If you're not, then good for you, and all the power to you too. Maybe you have feelings of loneliness too for other reasons. It can be hard. And yeah, I just wanted to say that it's okay to talk about it. So now we're just walking home, and I am almost there. And this is pretty much the end of my day. I'm going to be driving home after this and crawling into bed with a book. So I guess I'll wrap it up here and say good night, good evening to everyone. And I hope you enjoyed following me around for a regular work day. It's not as interesting as if you go to a concert or something like that, but still, it's something. And yeah, we missed the sunset. I should have been filming while there was the sunset, but oh well. Audie, no barking. Okay, it's definitely very rocky, so I'm just gonna wrap it up here, and hope you enjoyed this video. Like it if you did, comment down below if anything has made you think in this video or has made you want to say something in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.